everyone. Good afternoon here on the East Coast. I am Noah Wilson, and welcome to iHollywood TV's live broadcast of the 2025 Malta International Fireworks Festival. One of the biggest and most famous fireworks festivals in the world is taking place in Malta this week in the Mediterranean. The spectacular final is just moments away, and our travel guy, Gabe Saglie, is on location with more, as we are so excited to be broadcasting this special firework display this year for the first time. Hey Gabe, so nice to see you for this special and exciting event.
So awesome. First of all, congratulations on your recent milestone there at iHollywood.tv. So pumped that you're going to be broadcasting this, streaming it live as it happens. And listen, it's already underway. The preparations, these wonderful little barges here with thousands of fireworks already in position at 9 p.m. Malta time. That's 3 p.m. Eastern. The night sky will light up with one of the most spectacular fireworks shows you have ever seen.
It's gonna be beautiful. I cannot wait for this. I'm really excited to watch this with everyone else. By the way, Gabe, set the scene for us right now. This festival is a long-standing tradition and has already delivered some amazing sights, right?
Yeah, listen, this is the 24th annual Malta International Fireworks Festival. It started April 22nd, so we're now like about 10 days in. This is the kind of thing we've been seeing the last couple of days. This is pyrotechnic prowess at its best. We're talking 6 teams from all over the world that are competing for the big prize tonight, Noah, a 5,000 euro prize. Teams from Mexico, Poland, France, England. There's a Maltese team here as well. These are folks who are top of their game, and then there are only 3 judges who will be making the call there. Who's going to take the prize home? There's a judge from the U.S., a judge from Belgium, a judge from Sweden. This is part of the Maltese culture that goes back hundreds of years, back when the Knights were here establishing this beautiful place back in the 1500s. They would use fireworks to announce a royal birth or announce the victory over the enemy, for example. These days, of course, it's an annual event that now kicks off what we know as festival season. So over the course of the summer months, we're going to see every single weekend over the next 18 weeks, 90 plus fireworks events in total that will be drawing people out here to watch this pyrotechnic wonder from all over the world.
This event sets the stage for some other pretty spectacular events that I hear is happening this year, right?
Yeah, so once the festival season's over and the fireworks events are over at the end of September, you got a couple of events in October that you've got to see to believe here, Noah. Mdina Grand Prix, it's making its big return in the middle of October. These are beautiful vintage cars that have been outfitted to be racing vehicles that then go around this beautiful ancient city of Mdina. This is me sitting in a 1934 Bentley convertible. I look pretty good in it, I think. I got real used to turning all those heads as we drove on by. That's
very demure, right?
My friend George there, who I think this is his 45th vintage vehicle that he's acquired. He's been and won the Mdina Grand Prix 3 times already in his category, so he'll be racing that Bentley in October for the return of the Mdina Grand Prix. And I know how much you love yachts and the water.
Oh, yeah.
Also in October, the return of the Rolex Middle Sea Race. Last year, 112 yachts from 30 countries left Malta. They go up to Sicily, circumvent Sicily, and then come on back. Just a spectacular showmanship, and certainly the best example of yachting talent from all over the world. So some very cool, sexy, niche events that call Malta home. Plenty of reason to get people out here and witness this live.
Yeah, and a lot of history. Who does not love history? It looks like you've had a really fun time from just looking at that B-roll right there, Gabe.
Yeah, listen, I was here in December for the first time, fell in love with Malta, so happy to be back. I spent the last couple of days checking out the beautiful city of Valletta. So Valletta is the capital. That's where I'm standing right now. This is me and my friend Glorianne from VIP Tours Malta. Wonderful storyteller and historian, and she really brought this wonderful city to life. This is a city founded by Knights, by the way, back in 1566. It's only a quarter square mile in size, Noah. So very small, super walkable, very accessible, safe, clean, buzzing with activity. There's wonderful cafes and restaurants lining the streets, just calling your name as you're walking by. A UNESCO World heritage site, and we're set right along this beautiful body of water, the Grand Harbor. This is the largest natural harbor in the Mediterranean. And how do you traverse the waters here, Noah? By gondola, of course. And the perspective when you're down there on the water is absolutely stunning. You just realize just how beautifully preserved these historic buildings, like these ancient fortifications like Fort St. Angelo there, the area called known as the Three Cities across the water, how beautifully preserved they are, how accessible they are.
Look at y'all.
Yeah, and how they bring history to life in just the most tantalizing way. So it's been just a fantastic return for me. The eating has been fantastic. I don't want to go back.
I'm jealous looking at all of this greatness. Look at you, Gabe, having the time of your life over
You
there
better
in
believe
Malta. By the way, Travel Zoo named Malta to its must-visit list for 2025. Give us a few highlights from your return visit this week. Talk to us more about that.
Yeah, listen, Malta has always been sort of a source of allure. It's always had sex appeal for the American traveler, but now more and more of us are coming out here. We're seeing flight prices drop as that demand grows, and that's great news out here. It's getting people out here to this beautiful little gem, a trio of islands 70 miles south of Sicily, known as Malta. So let me tell you a little bit about the eating, because the culinary scene I see here has been fantastic. I had lunch yesterday in the middle of an olive grove. This is part of a growing movement where they're trying to get travelers to have these wonderful experiences with the locals, eating local cuisine. This is eftira, which is this wonderful rustic bread. We made these sandwiches. My friend Charlie and his wife Bella, they pick these wonderful vegetables. We make these rustic sandwiches doused in olive oil, delicious. And you know how much I love my wine, okay? There are about a dozen wineries out here on Malta. This is Mediterranean wine with a wonderful Maltese spin. These are limestone soils. These are warm temperatures during the growing season, so you get these wonderful, robust, sexy wines. This is Valletta, one of the great wineries out here. We had a wonderful dinner. Chef Anthony from Cafe Jubilee. My friend Ryan's there. You know Ryan. He was my dining partner last night. And again, the dining scene here is fantastic. There are more than 40 Michelin-recognized restaurants, but again, that accessibility, the rustic aspect, that sort of hand-grown aspect of the dining and the wining here is absolutely spectacular. It's Mediterranean inspired, but with this beautiful, delicious, tantalizing Maltese spin.
Oh my goodness, I just love you guys and Live Star Entertainment. Y'all are just the best. By the way, lastly, Gabe, share with us why this firework display is going to be like no other. Like, I'm super pumped to watch this. This is going to be like spectacular.
I'm going to be here live. I'm going to be hosting it with my friend Glorianne. You're going to be streaming it live to your iHollywood.tv audience. And again, these are the best pyrotechnic artists from all over the world try to outshow each other off, right? So you're going to see some of the best fireworks action you have ever seen. 90 minutes, maybe 2 hours. We've been keeping an eye on the weather, Noah. It's about 72 degrees out here now. The relative humidity is low, which we like, because humidity can be a negative factor. So that's working in our favor. So the weather is cooperating. The fireworks are being set up as we speak. You're hearing the buzzing of some of these cruise ships that are getting out of the way now as we get ready for the fireworks show. It's going to be a great event. Again, starting at 9 p.m. Malta time, 3 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be good, man. It's going to be good.
Oh, look at there. By the way, I have to ask you, Gabe, will you be wearing anything fancy for this? Like, do you have like an attire picked out for you hosting this?
Did someone tip you off? I've got some fireworks-inspired attire that you've got to see to believe. I only get a few opportunities to wear the kind of thing I'm going to wear tonight. One of the most spectacular fireworks shows in the world seems like the perfect excuse to bust out this blazer. I think you're going to be impressed, Noah. Just wait to see.
I can't wait. Oh, you guys, Gabe goes all out. So if new viewers are watching, wait until you see what Gabe's going to wear to host this. Well, Gabe, I am so excited to watch the firework display with everyone else that's watching our live broadcast this afternoon. It is going to be out of this world. I cannot wait. It's going to be amazing. Thank you so much, Gabe, for speaking with us. As always, nice to see you. Once again, my friend, we always appreciate your time on the show.
See you live soon, my friend.
All right, see you live. Congrats. Best of luck. Gabe showed us a lot of good stuff, right? The food looks amazing, the scenery, all the sights, everything that you can see when you go and visit Malta. We'll have a little link below, you guys, in case you want to be directed to a site to learn more about Malta and why you should plan a summer vacation with your family this year. I think it would be a lot of fun, right? I definitely got to get out there. But anyway, we're fixing to go live right now to the big fireworks spectacular. This is my first time actually seeing this. Yes, I know I said it, my first time, but I'm super excited to watch it with all of you. Thank you guys for tuning in, watching from all over. It's going to be a spectacular show. I see all of you. Hello. And we're really looking forward to it. Gabe's going to do great. I mean, I tell you, wait until you see his outfit. You're going to be impressed. If it's your first time watching here and you're not familiar with Gabe Saglie, which you should be with Travel Zoo, he's the senior editor at Travel Zoo. He goes all out for every holiday with his blazer and his suits and stuff like that. He dresses from head to toe. So I cannot wait to check it out. Anyway, let's go ahead and get ready to go live to the broadcast. I'm going to be done talking here so we can all sit back and enjoy this. Grab a snack. Grab one of your favorite snacks, popcorn, some candies, a nice soda, drink, and let's all sit back and enjoy and watch this together, shall we? All right, here we go, everyone.
When else do you get to wear a jacket like this, right? But at one of the greatest fireworks spectacles on the planet. Good evening, everybody. We are live on the island of Malta. I'm here from Los Angeles, my first introduction to what is an annual spectacle here. Gloria, you grew up with this.
There you go. Good evening and good afternoon, all our friends in the US. Welcome to Valletta, or Malta's International Fireworks Festival.
It is 9 o'clock here on Malta. It is 3 p.m. on the East Coast and high noon on the West Coast. And this is the grand culmination of what has been a week and a half long affair, the 24th annual Malta International Fireworks Festival. This has been a competition. This has been the best of the best from all over the world. Countries like Mexico, Poland, France, have been here. Malta is also here, so I think as we see the crowds gather here, thousands of people lining the walled city of Valletta and the rest of the Grand Harbor here. There's some fingers crossed that the Maltese team might take the big prize.
Well, we're all in for the Malta team, of course, but it's been a great show. This is the fourth night of this festival. It started off on the 22nd of April with a spectacular show here over the Grand Harbor in Valletta.
Now this, by the way, is going to be quite the evening. Let's give folks a bit of a quick preview of what to expect. 10 different shows tonight, 10 different Maltese teams that are celebrating the culmination of this event. We've got a couple of starter mortars going off right now, but we've got some really spectacular shows set to music coming in right now. And by the way, breaking news, we've just heard who, after the last week and a half of competition, has won this year's top prize, and it's...
guess who won? Malta.
Malta. All right, so happy Maltese here.
And
this is a team from the city of Burgoo,
absolutely,
which is right across the harbor.
Exactly.
Yeah, right across the harbor.
Burgoo is one of the historic cities, and I'm sure tonight there will be a big party in the city of Burgoo, which is also known as Vittoriosa, the victorious one.
Yes,
indeed.
Quite apropos tonight. By the way, my friend Glorianne here lives in Burgoo, so I think you're in for a long night tonight. This is the 24th annual, but the fireworks phenomenon as a cultural experience, it goes back hundreds of years here on Malta.
Absolutely. I think the origins would be going back to medieval times, but everything got a bit more organized in 1530, well, 1530 onwards, when the knights came over to the Maltese Islands, and they would regulate all this. And spectacles, indeed, were organized 300, 400 years ago here on the island.
So with the knights having founded this historic city, Valletta, where we're standing today, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but yeah, fireworks back then would have been used to celebrate the fact that they've beat the enemy, announce a royal birth, perhaps someone has risen to a new position of power in the church, perhaps, or in the city. So celebratory in multiple ways, but then it's also become quite the art form here these days.
Indeed, and nowadays there are shows all over summer. So for 18 weeks, starting as of next weekend, so all throughout summer, if you're here on the weekend, you will see one of these shows or more.
That's
per
right.
week.
So a couple of mortar shows, but these big pyrotechnic shows are going to be coming up, 10 in total. Now, we've got, obviously, this camera here atop one of the historic buildings here in Valletta. We've got a camera atop the five-star Phoenicia Hotel in the heart of town. And then we've got 3 two-man drone teams. We're going to be sending drones into the fireworks shows as they happen. This is a live shot from our camera atop the beautiful five-star Phoenicia Hotel. This is where I've been staying the last couple of nights. These are the mortars that are opening up the show and are going to lead the way to some pretty spectacular pyrotechnic displays here over the next 90 minutes or so. Some of these shows will be lasting, in some cases, 15 or more minutes. One of the shows that I'm really looking forward to, produced in one of 4 barges that are set across the harbor by last year's winner, also a Maltese team. They couldn't compete this year because winners cannot compete for 4 years.
Correct. Last year, the winner was a theme from the island of Gozo. As you know, Malta is a group of islands. Malta is the largest of the lot, but Gozo is the second most important island of the group. And the winners of last year were from Kerchem, and of course this year is Burgo. So Malta has done it again.
And pronounce the name of that winning team from last year. It's a special Maltese
Kerchem. Kerchem is the name of a small village on the island of Gozo.
Very nice. Maltese, by the way, one of 2 official languages here on the island of Malta, English being the other one. The English, of course, were ruled here from 1800 to 1964. And then 10 years later, 1974, when the Maltese actually gained independence. So just in December of last year, Malta would have celebrated its 50th year as an independent nation. Yes, so that influence of the English language very pervasive here. Maltese, a mix of French, Italian, and Arabic. So a very exotic language I'm finding here. Let's check this out. This is an introductory motor show from a Maltese group.
Correct. This is a show from a group coming from the south of Malta, the southern part of the island, from a town called Asha.
By the way, the Grand Harbor here, it looks dark here in the at night, but this is, in fact, the largest natural harbor on the Mediterranean Sea. We are located about 70 miles south of Sicily. So for a lot of American travelers, I think, who are starting to discover this as an alternative destination in the Mediterranean, particularly accessible. Let's watch some of these beautiful mortars light up the sky tonight, just after 9 p.m. in Malta.
This is just the warming up of a great show that we will be seeing in the next few minutes or hours.
All right, that was great. That was fun.
you
That was the
enjoyed
opening
that.
mortar show. If you're just tuning in, this is the 24th annual Malta International Fireworks Festival. This is the grand finale night. This is a festival that started last Tuesday, April 22nd, and it's been a competitive series of shows. We have just found out at the top of the hour that that the team from Malta, the local team, beat out teams that came in from Poland and from Mexico, from France, England.
England, exactly. It's an international competition, so many people come from all parts all over the world. Now, the show we've just seen was made by one of the local factories, in Malta, a group of islands that cover 122 square miles. There are 35 fireworks factories on the Maltese islands. And what we just saw was the performance, the display offered by one of these factories.
We've got the first of some pretty spectacular shows that will be about a 5-minute show coming up here in just a few moments. The competition we were just referencing was judged by 3 judges. These are top-tier international pyrotechnic experts, one from the United States, one from Sweden, and one from Belgium, who witnessed the previous shows and did, in fact, award the Maltese team from the city of Burgu the grand prize this evening here. We're just into the 9 p.m. hour here on the island of Malta in the heart of the Mediterranean Sea. By the way, kudos to our 3 drone teams. We've got 3 two-man drone teams that are sending drones into these fireworks. So as these shows begin to get quite spectacular, we're going to be in the thick of it. We're going to be in the heart of the action for sure. This show will culminate in just about 75 minutes with a 20-minute grand finale. And coming up in just about 5-10 minutes, it's going to be last year's winner, who again cannot compete for another 4 years, but will put on their sort of grand return show for a crowd of thousands here around the Malta Grand Harbor. This is a broadcast brought to you in conjunction with our friends at Visit Malta, a team that, of course, is in the business of promoting travel out to the Maltese island. If you're just joining us, this is the 24th annual Malta International Fireworks Festival, the night of the grand finale at the end of about 10 days of some spectacular shows, competitive shows actually, that have just won the local Maltese team the big award this evening. But again, this is an international competition that this year did bring teams from Mexico and other parts of Europe as well. And this is pretty competitive. I mean, this is the top tier pyrotechnic experts from all over the world descending this little island of Malta. All right, that was the finale. Oh, maybe it's not the finale, but we're watching last year's winner making their return appearance. They're from Malta, and they're giving us a return show here this evening. Wow, what a finale. That was the third of 10 shows that are part of the grand finale extravaganza tonight, part of the 24th International Fireworks Festival put on by our friends here on the island of Malta. And this was Gloria Ann, last
Kirchem.
year's winner.
Absolutely. Kirchem from the island of Gozo won last year's show, and I think we can understand why they won.
Yeah.
But there's more coming for us tonight with other teams, displaying their art, because fireworks is indeed an art.
My name is Gabe, the travel guy Saglie. I'm with Gloria Ann Mitzi, who is a local here on Malta. We do fireworks back in the States as well, particularly around the 4th of July. What's so cool about this event, however, and this is one of 4 shows that are part of this 10-day festival, is that we're talking about a 2-hour performance here by 10 different teams
Serious
tonight.
stuff here in Malta. You don't have a fireworks display for a couple of minutes, but it's actually a 2-hour show which runs, well, it's the grand finale today, but it also launches the festive season, where for the next 18 weeks, every weekend, you will have a fireworks display at some point or another on the Maltese Islands.
A lot of the vantage point that we're featuring tonight coming from 3 two-man drone teams produced by our friends at Dream Beach Media. We are seeing these shows initiated along the waters of the Grand Harbor here in Malta, the largest natural harbor in the Mediterranean Sea. And it's dark out there now, but there are 4 massive barges and dozens of smaller barges around them that are sending these mortars and these fireworks up into the sky. There is, in the darkness of night, the dark cloud of the black powder, which of course fuels this series of fireworks shows. Black powder that is charcoal from grapevines that grow in the island of Malta, that turn into charcoal, and then they become the fuel for these fireworks. And yeah, quite a spectacle.
Yeah,
thousands of people, of course, lining the walls here around the Grand Harbor of Malta.
questa lunga spettacolare opera per una sicurezza alla musica. E permettetemi di presentare sotto la quindi sei
And so what you've been watching is one of a variety of different mortar shows, not set to music, right? 4 of those, and then 6 actual shows that are in fact choreographed, are in fact set to music. The most recent one we saw featured music by Andrew Lloyd Webber, Jesus Christ Superstar, The Beatles, Train, and then you have these interludes in between some of these shows that are more of these mortar spectacles, a little bit shorter and more sort of a feature of some fireworks technology. If you're just joining us, this is the grand finale night of a 10-day festival, the 24th annual Malta International Fireworks Festival. We're on the island of Malta. We're in the capital city of Valletta, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and the walls that line this beautiful harbor, lined by thousands of people who have come out for this big show tonight. This is a competition. It's the real deal. These are the best pyrotechnic experts from around the world who have been competing here for the last week and a half. The Maltese team won tonight, beating out Poland, Mexico, England, France. So there's a palpable sense of pride in the air tonight here on Malta.
For sure, and we're getting ready now for another show by another Maltese group.
You breeze in the morning, every step is so golden. Oh yeah, breathing you slowly. I never thought you would open up for me. I promise I will give you the love that you want. Can you tell me the truth? 'Cause I'm longing for you, girl. I need to know what's on your mind. There's no reason to choose, 'cause I'm falling for you, girl. Only gets better when you're pouring down on me. Oh,
Another great show. Another great show there. We're plugging along. We're almost halfway through. You're watching the grand finale of the 24th annual Malta International Fireworks Festival. I'm Gabe, the travel guy Saglie, with Gloria and Mitzi, a local. So you've been my guide to what is a cultural phenomenon here. I mean, fireworks date back hundreds of years here on the island of Malta. And so for you, this is old hat, isn't it?
Indeed. Fireworks in Malta is very much part of our culture, besides our history, of course. And for every good excuse for us is good enough to launch a fireworks display and a fireworks, festivity. Yeah,
now these fireworks are being launched from the historic Grand Harbor that is hugged by the city of Valletta. Fort St. Angelo, a variety of different historic, in some cases, ancient cities here. Among them is a fortification that would have been the setting of Gladiator 2. A lot of these movies that have been filmed in Malta filmed on the outskirts or in this harbor, Captain Phillips, for example. So these waters you've seen before, certainly on the big screen. Tonight they become the launching pad, if you will, of some pretty spectacular shows. Again, we're watching now one of these mortar interludes, hobbyist groups here in Malta. 3,000 people on this little island are licensed to produce these fireworks shows. You got to be licensed to be able to do that.
You have to be licensed to handle explosives on the Maltese Islands. 3,000 licenses indeed. Most of it's male-oriented, but we're seeing a rise in female participation. Females are getting more into the production of fireworks here on the Maltese Islands.
And 35 factories here producing these fireworks. 30 of them are volunteer-run. So this is really, at the end of the day, not just a cultural phenomenon for the Maltese, but a passion as well.
I think passion is the key word to use here. 30 factories work on voluntary basis. Of course, they have to buy all the chemicals. We produce our own black powder, but that means that a human, for the human intervention, for work, it's all free of charge.
Yeah, right.
Because passion, it's all passion driven.
The black powder that drives, of course, that fuels these fireworks, that's charcoal produced from grapevines that grow here on the Maltese Islands. And it's not just any grapevines. These are grapevines, the wood chosen for their specific durability and what they offer as charcoal to be able to fuel some of these fireworks. This is a show that's being produced by the Maltese government and Heritage Malta. And of course, you're watching it live now, being produced by Live Star Entertainment out of New York City, and in conjunction with our friends here at Visit Malta this evening. This is the 24th annual Malta International Fireworks Festival. Among our vantage points, 3 two-man drone teams that are sending some state-of-the-art drones into the skies, I think giving us a really unique vantage point. I mean, I'm used to seeing fireworks from down below. We're getting right into the heart of the action with these drones.
I can also say there are hundreds of people watching, of course, on TV, but many more are actually here around the Grand Harbor of Valletta, not just in Valletta, but in all other cities that surround the Grand Harbor.
And I gotta say, again, Dream Beach Media, who's running these drones, pretty cool stuff. The fact that we can actually send these guys into the heart of the action. This is our little base here. Great vantage point on the rooftop of one of the government buildings here in the city of Valletta. Glad you're joining us.
Hello.
I know my family's watching in Los Angeles. And of course, folks from all over the world. We stayed at. I've had a great time here. We stayed at the 5-star Phoenicia Hotel, which is giving us this shot right now. This is the famous fountain that is at the doorway to the city of Valletta. Valletta, the capital of Malta here. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, founded in 1566 by Knights of the Order of St. John. The Knights very much still a presence here. In fact, Fort St. Angelo, which is this ancient fortification that you'll see in the background here, is home to a gentleman that I got to meet a few months ago, Frère Jean-Louis. He is the highest-ranking Maltese night of about 100 knights who live in Malta now, 14,000 knights around the world, about 3,000 of them in the USA. So this is a humanitarian organization now doing some fantastic work around the world in the front lines of some of the some situations happening with Ukraine, in the Middle East. This is a humanitarian organization that really gets in to make things happen. But certainly back in the 1500s, 1600s, these were crusaders. These were religious warriors, and that is very much part of the fabric of Malta today. All right, we continue now with this spectacular show as the grand finale of the 24th Annual Malta International Fireworks Festival rolls on live.
There she goes again. Beauty queen on the way. But when she goes to bed, it's like a rhythmic nuisance. Play the 19 songs when her dreams were born. This girl is so sweet and slow. Head big as once, but life's too short. Hanging on in the hope of it all. Wonder if good girls really know what they see. Looking good but feeling incomplete. Wonder if good girls one day wake up and see. Be a good girl, but let your heart take a leap. There she goes again. Straight from work to the gym, where she has no friends. But I'm glad she can find peace of mind. Playing the same old songs, don't wanna move on. Laundry's done, but the dreams are gone. Head big plans once, but life's too short. Holding on to the hope of it all. Wonder if good girls really know what they see. Looking good but feeling incomplete. Wonder if good girls one day wake up and see. Be a good girl, but baby let your heart take a leap. Be a good girl, but baby let your heart take a leap. Be a good girl. Caught up in the ceiling, made her feel like she was being alone. Time to quit the show, cause it's slipping up the side of the globe. Wonder if good girls really know what they see. Looking good but feeling incomplete. Wonder if good girls one day wake up and see. Be a good girl, but baby let your heart take a leap. Good girl, say anything you want. You can be a girl, baby, you can be anything. Good girl, say you can be a girl, baby, you can be anything. If you can be a girl, baby, you can be anything. Baby, you can be anything.
Sinisegwi sa l-aħħar jum tal-art nazzjonali li darba se jagħtuna l-aqda Madonna tal-Grazzja.
You are watching live the grand finale evening show of the 24th Annual Malta International Fireworks Festival, coming to you live from the city of Valletta. There's that beautiful fountain that is at the threshold of this historic UNESCO World Heritage Site, a city that's only a quarter square mile big, which was founded by the Knights back in 1566, the Knights of the Order of St. John. It is the epicenter of what is considered one of the most spectacular, most comprehensive, and certainly the biggest fireworks shows in the world. This is a 2-hour show at the end of the day, multiple presentations set to music, several mortar driven interludes. I'm hearing that perhaps some creative artistic drones are on standby. That there might be a little surprise coming up here in just a little bit. And the grand finale show is a 20-minute powerhouse show. That's where we're really going to wow some folks, I think, coming up here in a few minutes. The crowd that is lining the Grand Harbor here is in the thousands, and as the afternoon began to descend into night, we started to see, I mean, there's not one spot along the walls here that line the city of Valletta along the Grand Harbor here. Across the way, some of these ancient fortifications have also been taken over by thousands of Maltese locals and, of course, people from all over the world. A lot of them pyrotechnic enthusiasts who have been out here for the last week and a half watching the best of the best from countries like Poland and Mexico and England and France, and of course here Malta, competing for the title of Best in Show for 2025. And the award did go tonight to the Maltese team. Second year in a row that Malta has taken it. It seems to me, Glorianne, as a local who's probably watched every one of these 24 shows over the last couple of years, that there's a sense of pride out here tonight, to be sure.
Pride indeed, and of course the Maltese are very fond of their talent, you know, in producing these masterpieces, I would say, you know, artistic fireworks all over, you know, the Maltese Islands, all year round, technically. Unlike the US, where you have big festivals on the big days, you know, like 4th of July, we actually have fireworks almost every single day in summer. And we're crazy with this because we even have fireworks during the day. 8 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock noon, you will also have fireworks.
And as Glorianne alluded to, this now sets into motion what's known as the festival season here across the Maltese island. For the next 18 weeks, every single weekend between now and the end of September, we will see a variety of fireworks shows. I think 93 total on the docket on the weekends that lead between May 1st all the way to the end of September. So this, as spectacular as the last 10 days have been as part of this International Fireworks Festival, it really just has set the stage for the beginning of a festival season that throughout the summer months will bring out people to witness some of the best pyrotechnic creations and some of the best fireworks talent that the world has to offer.
If I may add to that, Gabe, during these festivals, we have aerial displays, but we also have ground fireworks. So we have different types of fireworks that will be organized throughout summer.
Waters here, just outside of the Maltese capital city of Valletta. They're being restocked after every one of these shows. We're seeing these little boats approaching these pontoons, restocking with the next choreographed selection of fireworks presentations. There are 35 factories on this what is really a tiny series of islands. Malta, of course, a trio of islands: Malta, Comino, and Gozo. Is it true that only 2 people live on the island of Comino?
Correct. Up to a couple of months ago, the population of Comino was 3, but one day they lost 33% of their population.
Okay, so
it's
down to 2 now.
Down to 2 now. Correct.
Yeah. This is an island that I would go visit. Is it a day trip for folks who might be visiting the larger island, which is Malta? I'm going to Comino. Can I go hiking on the island?
Comino is very famous for trekking, so you can actually do really nice hikes, especially in the winter months. But it's also very famous for its beaches, namely the Blue Lagoon. So it's a baiter's paradise.
And then the third island, Gozo, is a place where you could actually go spend a couple of days. Some great dining there as well. We met Chef Anthony last night from Cafe Jubilee. He and his brothers run one of the many, in fact, close to 40 Michelin-recognized restaurants here in the Maltese Islands. But that's a reason enough to go either for a day or a couple of days to the island of Gozo. But again, these three islands, with Malta being the biggest, as a trio comprising the country of Malta, which at 40 Michelin-recognized restaurants, that means that you turn the corner in any one of these islands, and you're going to be eating well.
Yeah, I think the problem here in Malta is where to go, because you're really spoiled for choice.
Yes.
And Gozo is indeed a very special place to visit. Very famous for very antique remains from prehistoric times, the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Gigantia, and the island is also very famous for its rural, side.
Yeah.
Really nice hikes to do on the island of Gozo, especially in the winter months.
You're looking at a live shot from a camera. We've got atop the Phoenicia Hotel. This is one of the beautiful five-star hotels that call Valletta home. This has been home for me, Glorianne, for the last couple of days. So it's been really a beautiful place to be. Centrally located, that fountain you were just looking at the entrance of this historic city of Valletta, a UNESCO World Heritage Site founded by knights back in 1566. Now that follows the famous siege of Malta of 1565, when the Ottomans, who had already kicked the knights out of Cyprus and out of Rhodes, finally they found themselves, the Vatican says, hey, you can take Malta. The Ottomans show up in 1565. A battle ensues, battle of the ages. The knights win and begin to build this city now in 1566.
Correct. Most probably on that fateful day when the knights won, there were fireworks, to commemorate the victory over the enemy. And the winner of this battle would be none other but Mr. La Valette. So the capital city of Malta is named after this French man. His name was Jean de Valette, and he's the founder of the city.
And knights, of course, would have been arriving on Malta from all over Europe in particular, from Portugal, from Italy, from Germany, from Spain, in this international contingency of knights now beginning to found this city and live in this city. It took only about 5 years for it to be built. Which is, considering this was done in the 1560s, quite impressive.
So here we're looking at the church of Floriana. Floriana is the suburb of Valletta, and this is where the Hotel Phoenicia is situated. So you're literally at the entrance of Valletta, the entrance that was designed by the renowned architect Renzo Piano some 10 years ago.
Now we got a chance to walk, and here's a live look from one of our 3 two-man drone teams of the crowds. This is where the awards were handed out tonight. This is some VIP seating. Check out those beautiful walls in the background. This is, again, the walls that create the fortress around Valletta, but this is where some VIP folks have been sitting. This is where the awards were handed out at the very beginning of tonight's show. Again, we had teams over the last week and a half competing across several shows from Mexico and from Poland and from England and France and, of course, Malta. And as we have mentioned, it was the Maltese team at the end of the day who took the grand prize to this year's festival. 3 judges making that call, coming in from the U.S., Sweden, and Belgium. These are expert pyrotechnic powerhouses who have dictated, in fact, that after all they've seen over the last week and a half, it was the Maltese team from the historic, beautiful city of Burgu, right across the waters of the Grand Harbor from where we're standing here in Valletta, who take home the grand prize. This is just a snapshot, of course, of the thousands of people who are lining the Grand Harbor, which itself is a historic place. You've seen this featured in movies like Captain Phillips and Gladiator 2, of course, and the original Gladiator and U-571. Screen tourism has been a big reason that Malta, which for a lot of American travelers has been a bit of a mystery, a bit of an exotic destination, now has become a lot more accessible. We're seeing increased travel out of the U.S. into Malta. And listen, this is part of the reason why, that you've got these beautifully preserved cities and fortifications that date back hundreds and hundreds of years. In the surrounding countryside, we're looking at relics and landmarks that date back thousands of years. So there is an ancient history in a country that really is only 50 years old. Malta just in December celebrating its 50th anniversary as an independent republic after 160 some odd years of British rule. Napoleon was here for a couple of years before the English kicked him out in 1800. So an amazing amount of history here, but the fact that so much of it is beautifully preserved, part of the appeal of coming out here. This little gem in the Mediterranean Sea, 70 miles south of Sicily. So a lot closer, a lot more accessible, I think, than a lot of people might think. It is on various lists as a must-visit destination in 2025, including the New York Times and Travel Zoo, of course. Here's our next show, live
I think
from
we're
Malta.
in for a nice show now. Look at 14th Angelo.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This night is a golden thread, weaving hearts and hopes, where dreams rise like lanterns. Love blooms softly, and tradition grows for those yet to come. Malta, a pearl in the Mediterranean, is a living tale where time folds and history whispers to the stars. As fireworks bloom, painting the sky in song, we remember tradition is not just kept, it breathes. It is the soul's echo, the pulse of.
'Cause
share joy, warmth, and wonder. Life is hope, a melody of light. So smile, love, and cherish the gift of being. are seekers, stars adrift, each longing for a place to shine. But when we come together, we become a constellation where every soul finds its place in the sky of humanity.
Cause you know the world is beautiful, so beautiful. Cause you know the world is beautiful, so beautiful. And I just can't hide how I feel about you. Nothing can take that away. Cause you make the world so beautiful, so beautiful. I was restless and stranded on my own. Time seems endless when nothing's going on. But you came round and turned it upside down. You saved me when I was helpless, but now that darkness gone. Cause you know the world is beautiful, so beautiful. Cause you know the world is beautiful, so beautiful. And I just can't hide how I feel about you. Nothing can take that away. Cause you make the world so beautiful, so beautiful. Cause you know running, never bothered about what could be coming. Every day we danced and life was smiling. We were young and drunk in love. A few years later I have started thinking, if it's just love in every glass I'm drinking, we're like one and without you I'm sinking. I'm always shining next to you. Oh, I got you, there's no reason to chasing pavement on my own, 'cause you're here to stay every night and day. I'm delighted 'cause I got you. I have always been afraid of changes, but you show me life is full of faces. Sometimes clouds got in our favorite places, but we were young and unaware. Oh, I got you, there's no reason to chasing pavement on my own, 'cause you're here to stay every night and day. I'm delighted 'cause I got you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I'm just fine 'cause I got you. Rain guiding my way before, pouring like a waterfall. I've cried a million tears and more to find out where I belong. We're not young, but we're still free and running, and this day has never kept us bothering. Every day we dance and life's been smiling. We're not young, still drunk in love. Oh, I got you, there's no reason to chasing pavement on my own, 'cause you're here to stay every night and day. I'm delighted 'cause I got you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Time is up, nothing to do. You are gone, that makes me blue, but here he comes to take me too. We're not the winners. We don't even have a clue. We don't even have a clue. Darling, we spin around. We're not the winners, the losers, the beggars. We don't even have a plan. Don't know how to break it now. And I say, I know you're not to blame. It's a feeling I got, a feeling I got when you're near. So if you feel the same, take a leap, make a step. My heart and my soul's for you. We're not the winners. We don't even know our cue. We don't even know our cue. You and I, we fight sometimes. I just want us to survive. We can scream and shout, but I know just what you want. You know just what I need. Even when we go down together. 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 We go down together. We go down together. We have come this far. Arguments and scars. No one we can take. But I know just what you want. You know just what I need. Even when we go down together. Even when we go down together. 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 Even when 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 we go down together. We go down together. We go down together. We go down together. We go down together.
As the final sparks fade into the night sky, we bring this remarkable edition of the Malta International Fireworks Festival 2025 to a close. Our deepest gratitude goes to the President of Malta, Miriam Spiteri de Bono, the Prime Minister, Dr. Robert Valletta, and the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs and Tourism, Dr. Ian Lorge, as well as the Malta Tourism Authority, represented by CEO Mr. Carlo Micala.
What have I just witnessed?
What a show, I
That
would
was
say.
spectacular. Did I see fireworks being tossed from drones hundreds of feet up in the air?
Absolutely. We had around 550 drones in the show tonight.
Wow. There you go. That brings to an end probably the most spectacular fireworks show, festival I've ever seen. The culmination of the 2025 Malta International Fireworks Festival, an unbelievable sight. I've got to say, this it shivers up my spine. I still got goosebumps. Unbelievable. I mean, the pyrotechnic talent that went into this, the artistry, set to music. It was emotive. It was spectacular, and in a way that perhaps only Malta knows how to do it.
I think we're very good at the fireworks production here, and we invite you all next year to join us in the next edition of the Malta International Fireworks Festival.
So here's what I'm thinking, Gloria, is that next year it'll be the quarter century, right? The 25th annual Malta International Fireworks Festival. And I think that we should all, and I'm talking to folks out there, meet here on the island of Malta. Because there's something about watching that spectacle live that really is second to none. We were sort of mesmerized by the whole thing. It built up, it crescendoed as we reached the end. What we saw in the last 90 minutes was 10 different shows put on by Maltese, mostly volunteer groups.
The vast majority indeed are volunteers, and this is a work of, or an art of passion, I would say. Passion-driven, for sure, to come up with what we've seen this evening.
And what was particularly special to me is how old met new, how this idea that you're using fireworks to celebrate, to create emotion, met with a spectacular drone presentation, from which we actually saw fireworks being tossed down into the waters of the Grand Harbor. The setting here is magical, folks. We are along the Grand Harbor here in Malta. Malta is a trio of islands in the Mediterranean Sea. That's us. I gotta say, by the way, that our friends at Dream Beach Media did a fantastic job. 3 two-man drone teams that were sending these beautiful drones right into the heart of the action. The live stream you've just watched, produced by our friends at Lifestar Entertainment, Freight Cambria at the controls. They're calling the shots. We've got a contingency of Maltese videographers and sound experts. I'm looking at Robert here. I'm looking at Sam behind the camera. And of course, our friends at Visit Malta that allowed us to come out here and share this with an American audience. Again, for those of you watching, Malta on many travel lists as a destination to discover now in 2025, a Mediterranean gem. We're just about 70 miles south of Sicily, a lot closer, a lot more accessible than you think. My name is Gabe, the travel guy, Saglie. I was here back in December for my very first visit. Thrilled to be back again. I have to say, Gloria and Mitzi with VIP Tours Malta has been my eyes and ears along the way, introducing me to a destination that just a few months ago was exotic and far-flung to me. Now it's feeling a little bit more like home. And let's take one final look at our friends across the pond, across the world. We say goodbye from the Malta International Fireworks Festival. Thanks for watching. Let's do it again next year.
Definitely. See you.
You guys, how amazing was that? I have never seen anything like it. It was just spectacular. You have to comment and let me know what you guys think about the firework display in Malta. I mean, now I really want to go. I really want to go during this festival next year. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Gabe, you did a phenomenal job. I love the outfit. It's amazing. It really fits the scene here. And we just appreciate all of you guys for watching us. Subscribe so you never miss out on new content at iHollywood TV. We post a lot of behind the scenes for movies, TV shows. We do a lot of interviews with celebrities. Maybe one of your favorite stars will appear on the show or has appeared on the show. So subscribe so you don't miss out on all of our new content here at iHollywood TV if you're a new viewer watching today. Thank you guys so much for watching us. We really appreciate it. We hope you enjoyed the live broadcast as we enjoyed being able to bring this to all of you. Thank you to our lovely people at Lifestar Entertainment for producing this and being able to bring us such an extraordinary broadcast from Malta. Without you guys, we would not have been able to do this, so thank you guys so much. You all have a great day, and I'll see you back here real soon on iHollywood TV. Enjoy your afternoon on the East and West Coast, you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.